Hey, welcome to podcast ya Dimba episode 14. This is the second part. Of course, the second part ni international football, and we are pleased to have another guest. Ame come on the podcast, Mr. Sir Alexis mwenyewe. Mazia, asante sana kwa come through.
Karibuni.
Yeah. Kwa wenye wajui, Alexis ni one of the biggest social media influencers in the country. Kama if you're familiar with the KOT 5-a-side, this is the guy behind the whole thing.
Yes.
But Alexis unaduni nini Nakuru jo?
Tulikuwa tumekuja site visit. Because we came to Nakuru on March 6th for
March 6th, yeah.
KOT 5-a-side Nakuru edition.
Yeah.
We were supposed to have it last year, but due to COVID, tukaiskumadi this year. So finally, we are coming to Nakuru. Basically, Nakuru is my second home. So, so I'm happy to have you wherever in Nakuru. So
nice to know.
Tell all the teams from Nakuru. Yeah, I want them whatever.
All
the guys wakuja tucheze mpira.
So sisi tutakuwa na timu yetu. Of course, I think ndio sasa tumesha confirm as the first team podcast ya Dimba crew. Prize money ni pesa ngapi tunakuja kuibeba?
Tuko na prize money ya 100,000 for the winners. Number one, courtesy of Body Bets. Yeah. Number 2 will take home 60,000.
Okay.
Number 3 40,000.
That's nice.
Yes.
That's nice.
Yeah, that's
so huko mwisho tuko na Mr. Melvo mwenyewe.
Semaje
come on. Kofiti bro.
Kofiti kabisa.
Unasikia baridi?
Niko sawa. Unajua weather imebadilika kiasi na unajua kiasi.
And of course Rio hapa hivi alikuwa he was with us on the first part ya local content, so make sure you check that out. Iko tu hapo kwa channel yetu. And before we get to the business of the day, just to touch on what tunataka kuongelea about in the next maybe 20-25 minutes. So we'll review the Liverpool versus City match, touch on tabu za Arsenal. I'm sure you're nakufurahisha sana Alex. Then
hizo ko obvious. Shida za team ni obvious.
Yeah, alafu badala si leo ni aje nimejipata na mafans watatu wa Kiburi FC.
Kiburi waka kila mahali.
Lakini simtusumbua hiyo wiki ya hizo wiki mbili za top of the table.
Zilikuwa tatu tafadhali.
We finished the first leg of the season top of the table.
Sisi tumeacha kusumbua.
Kama ligi inaisha kama ile Gogora ati ligi tu iishe hivyo. Nabeba ligi.
The next time narudi top of the table. Maybe after another 4-5 years.
Ongea tu hivyo. But unajua wewe pia wewe ulikuwa fan wa Manchester United. Ati sasa amekuwa fan wa City. Hakuna fan wa City Kenya ba.
Man City kuna mafan wawili na wezi kwa mmoja wao.
Waidanga plastic fans. Tunawajua. Mko wengi mafan wa Liverpool na mafan wa City.
Since we are talking about City, kulikuwa na game over the weekend. City for the first time under Pep Guardiola wameshinda at Anfield. Walisha 3-1. I think City wako wamewin at Anfield since
by that margin, 1997, they've never won by that margin of 4-1. Yeah, such a margin.
And like I told you guys on the previous episodes, like City were going there to dominate the game. Na Rio nilikwambia wacha kucheka. I told you that game itakuwa na mabao mob. It just so happens my prediction I fit in perfectly, but I predicted 5-1. It ended up being 4-1. So like mwasema nilishow walikuwa wasema sijui nini.
Vile mse alipredict, mimi nilikuwa surprised. Alisema 5-0. Tukacheka. Sema no way is about that much, but zilikuwa nakaribia.
No, ukiangalia form ya Man City going to that game at Anfield, it was obvious. Even though nilikuwa na support Liverpool for the first time for them to win. It was going to be tough for Liverpool. You could see whatever. Man City right now, they are very good offensive, defensive, like every unit here iko strong.
Wako sawa kabisa.
So, and then now looking at Liverpool defensive imekuwa shaky ever since they lost Van Dijk. Matip akaenda, Gomez akaenda. They have to play shift defenders. So kuna shida. And then also the team, I think iko na Liverpool wamefika ile peak. You can't go beyond that.
It's true.
If you remember the Borussia Dortmund of 2013.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
After that, you can't go beyond that. So Liverpool wako their peak. So it's like Man City when they won the league with 105 points. Ukifika hapo na you have to go back. Strategize hapo ndio Liverpool wako.
I think you also need new blood in the team, right?
Yeah. The depth of the team wanna lack in most places of the team. So when you look at the defense line, in case one or two people are injured, like you can see a massive change in how the team performs. So Bila Van Dijk, who has been an ever-present figure in the team for the past 2 years, sahi ati venye ameumia, sahi venye Matip ameumia, they don't have anything to cover. So like going forward as well, it's always been Salah, Mane, Firmino. When Origi comes in, maybe once or twice he puts in a good performance.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
But there isn't that person who like elevates the quality from the bench. Now, even though I think itafanya Liverpool was struggle
Another
this
thing
season.
about Klopp, I think ni like you try akiwa na that squad yenye amefind yenye inampatia the best results, atatry to stay with it for a long time, right? Like the way he mentioned story ya BVB, right? Nakumbuka that squad ilikuwa na kina Lewandowski, ilikuwa na kina Royce,
Gundogan alikuwa kwa hiyo team pia.
At some point walibeba Bundesliga, right? Walipatia
was it twice? Yeah, twice na
na even wakafika
the Champions League.
Yes. The FB Cup.
Then after that, double. Why is it?
It happens. Even Barcelona walifika hiyo peak. Wakaanza. It happens. But pia Liverpool now, all that, ongezea now the injuries they have. So it becomes like a problem. There are games you see they've done everything right, but they can't win it. Any imekataa tu. Ile kila punch imepotea. Sometime back, Liverpool awangetua na West Brom. One thing about football is once the fortress imeisha, like the way Anfield ilisha, was it 68 games? Once imeisha, teams hiyo of your factor wanga imeenda. Everyone now atakuwa anaenda Anfield, we can win here. Hata Arsenal wataenda Anfield na hiyo.
Yeah, right.
It's true. Yeah, same as what happened to Manu back in the day.
Yes.
As soon as we peaked, teams like Swansea would come to Old Trafford. Unashangaa ati Swansea waondoka na point. The next weekend, Portsmouth waondoka na point. It reaches a time where a team needs to galvanize and like refresh the whole team, maybe new ideas, maybe a new coach even.
Man City pia walikuwa na hiyo river, walikuwa na hiyo fortress. When iliisha, teams Leicester walienda hapo wakawapiga. Everyone would go there and win.
But sasa hizi Man City wamejiamsha mzee.
So bonge na mswa Liverpool hapo hivyo chini. Anajifanya ati anyamaza leo.
Wewe ni fanaje wa Man U na Liverpool at the same time?
Mimi si fan wa Man U na Liverpool.
Wewe ni fan wa Van Dijk.
Nilikuwa fan wa Liverpool hiyo game. Nilikuwa nataka hiyo favor, but after niliona ifika 3 nikasema yenyewe Melo was right.
But do you think there's too much pressure on Thiago Alcantara to deliver for Liverpool?
Yeah, because when you look at where he came from a Champions League winning team like Bayern Munich, and you expected maybe to see some glimmer of like extra quality that he'll bring into the team. But in all the 7 matches he's played, I think that they've lost 6 times. So, and the performance of the team has also been shaky. He hasn't looked his brilliant best.
Every time I'm a start,
Wame lose. By the way, in the last 7 matches, Wame lose 6 times, I think.
Interesting fact, yeah.
But yeah, like, I think alijipata tu amekama at a time where the whole team in a struggle going forward all the way back. So I always expect msimu moja na Messi kubeba tu team ati, and then you see that they're putting up performances.
Speaking of struggling, Arsenal saa hizi wameanza tena kustruggle. Unajua nilikuwa na show hii story the other time. Arsenal wakati wanaanza kuchapwa, watachapwa matches kadhaa zikifuatana. Then wakati wanaanza kuwin, kuwafunga pia ni hard. Yeah. So unaona shida inaweza kuwa wapi na hii team? Consistency na maybe manager.
Arsenal wana players, wana team.
I don't agree.
I mean, look at those players. How many of them can walk into the top 6 teams?
I don't agree. Actually, Arsenal wako na a very good squad.
Nani by the way? That's a good question.
Nani anaweza ingia Man City anze hiyo timu yao?
Of course City
wako. Nani anaweza ingia Leicester anze? Nani anaweza ingia Man United anze?
Leicester wataanza mzee.
Nani anze wapi?
Then the manager too.
The only player I can think of ni Partey, na Partey hajajiprove in the Premier League, so
Arsenal
Luke Shaw amekuwa poa, Cancelo amekuwa juu.
Saka?
Which team? Labda Spurs.
I think Saka is a start.
If you go to Man City, Foden is way ahead of him.
Well, true. Of course.
It's true.
I think Foden akona a different role compared to Saka.
But still, like Arsenal basically, they don't have players. And you can't challenge for like top 6 if you want the Champions League without player. Right now wako number 11. And that number 11
wameslip to page 2.
Kuna timu mbili ziko na 2 games in hand. So you see, those teams win their matches. Arsenal goes back to number 15. So that form walikuwa nayo hiyo ya 7 games unbeaten, it's useless.
It's true.
Do you think it's time they forget about history and trusting the process with Arteta?
They need to make a decision in the summer. They need to decide.
Well,
should we stick with him or should we let him go?
Personally, I think Unai Emery had a better vision than the current coach at Arsenal, but he wasn't given enough time. Maybe it's because of language barriers. Ilikuwa ni nini hawakupenda tu wamse. But when you look at the changes he made into the team, he brought the players that he could work with. Arteta amejipata na players he's been forced to work with, because when you look at the budget in alipatiwa ya window, may bring a few players on loan. I think he wants to ship out some of the players to bring in players and then start the process all over again. So it's going to be very difficult for him to do anything for the next 3-4 years.
Rio, do you think at some point maybe Arteta he lost the dressing room?
First, Arsenal quality ya players wao yenyewe ni wanting. Alafu pia character yao. Ukweli hawana players, Arsenal hawana players.
Like history ya kubaba jo.
Ukiangalia players wao hata contest for top 4 ni ngumu. Hata top of the top 4, hiyo top half of the table we maintain hata. Na character yao.
Our top 10.
So Saliba said something.
You know last season they finished number 8.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I don't know they're looking bad than last season.
Akombaya.
So bado waka make it to
Europa League.
Now they haven't played teams like Man City for return leg. Liverpool, Tottenham, Chelsea.
Actually you might be surprised, games ngumu kama hizo ndio games ngumu kama hizo ndio utapata Arsenal wanatana.
They cannot beat Man City, they can't beat Liverpool, even struggle in Liverpool they can't.
Labda timu ya Wenger lakini timu ya Sai hapana.
But they can't beat Tottenham. Look at the teams ahead of them in the Premier League. They won't beat Leicester in the return leg. They can't beat Everton in the return leg.
Aya sawa.
Arsenal ni Banta FC. Hiyo ni timu ya mchezo. Hapo ndio usongelea mambo ya Arsenal. They
just need to focus to get whatever past the 40 points of relegation.
What overachieve?
Wasa Champions League na Europa. Just fight on relegation.
Relegation battle bado.
Saliba said a few things this week. Sikamsikia. Akasema sijui Arteta alimjudge na only 2 games and a half. Akasema he's not ready. He's been speaking too much akienda kwa media nini.
Ako on loan wapi sasa Saliba?
Ako Nice, yeah.
Oh, he was back at Nice. Well, Saliba still player wa Arteta. I think Saliba alikuwa player wa could try to appease the fan base, because the fan base ilikuwa imekuwa toxic because ya story ya Kroenke kukosa kutoa do at ya Arsenal transfers. So venye walibai Pepe walibai Saliba ku appease the fan base, not necessarily to help improve the quality of the team, because ukiangalia Kenya Pepe amedo over the past 2 years. He's been a joke. Honestly, he's been a joke at the club. He hasn't even matched double figures when it comes to scoring and assists.
I think Arteta is emotional manager. He's like Mourinho. Sometimes you have to accommodate your players. You should have let Ozil go with this squad. Ozil is someone who can improve that team.
That
player you need
player.
In that game you are struggling to beat Aston Villa. That's one player who will step up. Maybe atatoa 1 key pass. Afungue.
But now he's gone.
To unlock a defense. You know, that's emotional managers. You accommodate your players. By this, angalia Pep when alikuwa na shida na Medi. Alikaa chini akamuongelesha. Si kumdrop. When Salah went to run to the media, Klopp akumdrop. You know, you talk to them. Arsenal wali mix politics na Ozil.
Wali mix politics.
Whatever he was saying, it was right. They could have called him aside and said, no.
Tulia.
Let's focus on football. But you don't get emotional and drop him. Or drop other players. Kuna players atata hajakuwa akichezesha. That's a character of Mourinho. Mourinho does that a lot. Look at what he's doing at Dele Alli. He did that with Martial at Man City. Man City, Man United. Chelsea, he had issues with some players. Kina Fabregas.
Kina Mata, alafu akapata
exactly.
Kina Diego Costa.
Kina Diego Costa. So emotional managers, you need to control that, and you know, let players express themselves. But you can control. You are the manager. You can call them for a meeting, muongee. But
who was the mole?
Mole at Arsenal. Sijajua bado.
It's always whatever the subordinate staff. Those ones know everything.
I think Tita alikuwa mentioned inaweza kuwa someone in the dressing room, right?
Inaweza kuwa ni Edu, hawezi jua.
If you look
aliulizwa in that press conference akaulizwa kama he got rid of them all.
Story ya Mall zinakuanga hata juzi tu ndo Frank Lampard ni avutwe kazi. Siku ilikuwa na Mall mwenye alikuwa na chachisha namba kwa mdosi anamwambia umse.
No. If you look every reporter in England most of the time in the Premier League kuna reporter na kwa sent to one club. You know. Chelsea wako na reporter, I think he works for the Telegraph. United wako na reporter, Arsenal wako na David Ornstein. You know, there are those reporters with very key sources in that team. So they release everything, they tell you everything, and you'll never mention them. So Ateta kwanza ku blame dress it's just in bad.
He's looking for excuses.
That's excuse.
Same as Klopp, what my excuse?
Hata Barcelona walikuwa na leakage ya mshahara ya Messi. Hai kutoka kwa players.
Of course.
Most of the time it comes from the subordinate staff.
Lakini hiyo contract ya Messi mzee,
what do you think, Rio?
Story ya Arsenal. Arsenal unafuatu wa rebuild, waanze tu upya kuanzia kwa manager
aende.
Sasa huyo
I think Arteta stay for a long time.
Arteta watamweka because ya ubeste na ile relationship ako nao na Arsenal. Hakuna kitu kingine because when it comes to merit, he doesn't deserve to be the Arsenal manager. Honestly.
But he's a yes man. That's why it's good.
He's a yes man, exactly.
Whatever he's been told, if you drop all the latter complain.
But kama hiyo club iko na vision.
Mbio.
He's not the right guy for that job.
A yes man will always agree with what
look at what Unai is doing at Villarreal. Coach mkali, team size iko top 6 na Villarreal ilikuwa ina sync.
Wanacheza poa sana. Mimi
niko surprised. Submarine ilikuwa ina sync. Sasa
the Arsenal management is not ruthless. As long as they get the numbers, they're not ruthless. It's not like Chelsea watamka like, you know, we are done. They won't care like whether you are legend.
But yes, story of Chelsea about the mall. So I told you Kovacic, someone alikuwa anasema Kovacic na usipili called. Apparently walienda kwa mdosi.
Hata Rudiger alikuwa kwa hiyo mpango.
Wakasema ati Lampard, yes, he's a good manager but he's not giving them enough in terms of tacticals, approaches nini. Hawapati enough. Wana feel una imagine the previous manager ilikuwa Sarri. Which in my opinion I believe
he was the best manager.
A very good manager. So we will talk from that, then the next person the Lampard now apati enough naona kidogo pole unapata the team nenda slip down the table up to 9th.
You need like characters in the dressing room, and when you look at how you manage the characters, Lampard did not have enough experience with dealing with top quality players when it comes to coaching. So Sarri alikuwa Juventus ama alikuwa Napoli akakuja, he was used to dealing with players wenye anaweza motivate tactics zake zenye anataka kuimplement zinaingia na vipoa. But when you look at Lampard, it's like he was over his head. First of all, with how they were playing, he thought the same success he had at Derby atakuja tu na the same philosophy na ati apply in the Premier League, which it's very hard to work.
Actually, I think even at Chelsea right now, the new manager, I think he's not known to play with the back three. He's not known, yes. I think at PSG alikuwa anacheza with the 4-4-2. Ndio accommodate Neymar
na
Mbappe, right? So hizi at Chelsea anacheza with the back three. I think ndo ku accommodate the wing backs are in the team. Alonso na Reece James.
And
because,
it's working.
Because strengths down ni za kuattack kwa huko mbele kabisa. Most of the time unapata wako up there in the pitch. Even Chilwell, I think. So I think he's a good manager and do a good work. Amerudisha Jorginho in the team, which I'm very happy kuona. Actually, in my opinion, Ronaldo the best player at Chelsea.
Jorginho.
No, he's not.
Jorginho is good.
He's not.
He's a good player, but he maybe not the best player.
The best player at the moment is Mason Mount.
The best player that they have performing.
He's the best performing right now, the best performer. But me, in my opinion, I think Jorginho is the best player.
He has struggled for a while ever since he came to Chelsea.
Because of playing time as well. Like
he hasn't really like settled completely. Like
I think after Villa
Premier League, you know, like even when Gundogan came to Man City, you could see like even Bernardo Silva, you could see this player Asha set already. I don't think he has settled at Chelsea.
But unajua for Pep, always he come now get straight into the team. because the kind of football anacheza is so different from
unless when Laporte Laporte na kaingizwa tu because
unaona
mashida
in this position kama ya midfielders itakuwa hard kiasi to get straight into the first 11. Unaona for a defender sana kama ni center back kama Laporte, there's no hakuna pressure yenye inatoka from behind most of the time yenye itakupatia wasiwasi. You're just in the back, building from the back, unapiga pass ndani, then wait support from behind. Kuna kazi mingi, but for midfielders lazima get a lot of things off your mind, ama vitu mingi zimefunzwa with other coaches, lazima kwanza utoe kwa kichwa yako.
Lakini kama wewe ni mkali Mose, kama wewe ni mkali you will play.
Yes, uta-play in time, yes.
Look at Rodri si alikuja na akaanza na ajai kutoka hapo.
Wali-spend time gani mzee?
They did not spend any time because I'm telling you, if you're a good player, you will play.
But then
Jorginho is not good enough.
Angalia hiyo time ya Gundogan, yeah? Akikuja, who else alikuwa kwa team at the time?
Gundogan.
Yeah,
Gundogan akikuja sikuwa si alika nje almost 2 years because he was injured.
Alikuwa anaingia but hizo time alikuwa fit. Ndio alikuwa kwa team David Silva, utaweka David Silva.
David Silva is kosa kucheza. Lakini pia Silva it reached a point he wasn't playing because ya ile story ya mtoyo wake alikuwa na story ya injury.
I think Gundogan amechukua position ya Silva.
Yeah, vizuri.
That was one player like so hard to lose. You know, when you lose someone like David Silva, that's a guy who could change a game in a minute. So I think whatever. If Gundogan carries that form, City, they're going all the way.
Yeah, even with the absence.
De Bruyne is not there, but they're still stepping up, you see.
Yeah, so one player can afford in size.
But now the question is, if, like, let's say if Gundogan is injured, can Foden now carry them all the way?
Well, from his recent performances, I think so.
He's English.
Wacha mambo ya English. Wacha mambo ya English. He's a good player.
He's a good player. Just
right now.
Kila player wa England anakuwa na season yake. And from there you decline.
It's true.
Trent Arnold alikuwa na season yake.
Well, if that's
Marcus Rashford alikuwa na season yake. Sterling alikuwa na season yake. Hata Bukayo Saka ako na season yake sasa. After that.
But sasa leki kama sasa ni season ya 40.
Aaron Ramsey mwingine.
Na sasa KDB ameumia. Abebe team basi. Kama hii ni season yake,
Still not technically gifted like those two players.
It's true.
Yeah, you're right. Of course, right. You're right.
Well, the only thing is saizi venye amepatiwa hiyo opportunity ya kucheza, he should relish and take that chance and cement his place in the team. Ndio hata akina Aguero wakipona, coach akwena in two minds on whether to bring him back into the team or to let him play and then sell Aguero, because I was even hearing rumors that he wanaweza fanya swap deal ya Messi akuje City, Aguero ende Barca.
Sidhani sasa Man City wanahitaji Messi.
Actually sasa Man City wanaanza kulizia Lukaku.
You destabilize the team, you bring Messi unaharibu kila kitu because he has to start.
Lazima.
But sorry, merchandising and revenue because Messi is a brand.
But if you bring him, you have to unajua destabilize like umeharibu the whole team.
It's true.
Someone
you have to accommodate.
Someone goes to the bench because of him.
Yeah.
I think Messi will end up at PSG
or City, but you know,
it should just finish his career. Ako 33 sahi. And turn that 4 this year. Just finish your career at Barcelona.
But maybe I think they were trying to do like how Juventus when you were signed Ronaldo. It was a money deal. It wasn't really a footballing deal. Ilikuwa and I try to promote Juventus.
Ronaldo left at peak. Ronaldo toka Madrid left at his peak.
Yeah.
The best time Messi could have left Barcelona was last when he gave that transfer request.
Last season. Before this season Yanze.
Yeah. And they said that release clause Elisha last season.
Yeah.
But then he'll be free in the summer. But I don't think going to Man City makes no sense.
It makes no sense for Messi, but it makes a lot of sense for City.
It's a good marketing idea.
But look, last dance with Pep.
I think Pep is done with Messi.
I don't think so.
He signed a two-year extension, right?
Pep, yeah?
Yeah, Pep.
Yeah.
He can't leave Man City. They have the budget.
I end up happy by the way.
Once you leave Man City, the only project you can go is PSG now.
And I usually Barca are in
shambles. Go back to Barcelona. Yeah. Barcelona is struggling.
Actually, he said if
even financially,
if you'd ever go back to Barcelona, inaweza kuwa in another position, maybe board
TD.
ama uko chini with the
Pep right now is chasing
youth
chasing Champions League with Man City.
Yeah.
That's what he wants. But anyway, he's not going to win.
but of course hawezi pass hawezi
But kama amkushinda la season nyinyi fake
I-
plastic
I-
fans
I-
of City.
I-
Hamtawahi
If you are
shinda.
losing to
Shut
Lyon,
up. Listen,
If you're
you have
losing
a
Lyon in the
problem.
semis, wow, in the quarters
but trust
actually.
me Pep
Quarters.
hawezi pass hawezi pass a chance ya kusign Messi even if it's for one season.
It doesn't make sense for them to sign Messi for one season. Yeah, I was kind
like
of
I said, last dance with
because his wage bill, first of all,
His wage bill is-
if he'll come on a
because,
free transfer, hiyo pesa mungelipa ndo mtamlipa mshahara. So anyways, we just have to wait and see. It's only a few months until the end of the season.
Yeah, right.
We play Euros ni this year. After Euros, no utaanza kusikia things are opening up.
Aya, sawa guys. Thank you so much guys for coming on. Leki,
wazi.
asante sana for come.
Wazi.
But the year 5 aside inaanza when?
Yeah.
Si kwanza iko March 6 tarehe 6 mwezi wa
March.
next month. Just 2 weeks away.
Or 2 weeks from now.
But the
Yeah, hapa
condition,
tuna
condition ya pitch
football.
kwaje?
Iko fit sana niliangalia
Iko poa?
jana iko
Yeah.
sawa.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll have the football between 8 to 3:30.
Okay.
Then we switch up to NSC after party.
Nice.
Party after party.
Party after
Yes.
party.
So watu wa Nakuru come through and enjoy. Tumemiss sherehe ya Nakuru sana.
Wewe msema sherehe hapa hivi atupiaga mafomu.
Tumemiss sherehe ya Nakuru sana. So Nax Vegas. Yeah.
Kuna new joint imefunguliwa just right here. Wacha tusimention. But it's crazy. Wewe ndo unajua.
But maybe after Uko we can come also here to Waterback. Come
Yes, exactly.
guys who watu watakuwa hungry for lunch, you can pop in, maybe have a beer at the same time, and yeah, it's gonna be awesome.
Sawa.
Also remember to check us out on the socials, podcast ya Dimba, Instagram na Facebook. I think right now have kuingia Twitter sasa.
Amko Twitter aje?
Imagine,
Mnaniangusha.
Tunaingia leo. By the time this episode is up, tutakuwa already on Twitter.
Sawa.
And of course tumekuwa inside the Rumors Bar ndani ya Waterback Hotel. Also check them out on the socials, and pia usisahau check out Beyond Sports and Trek Time Tours. Sawa.
Ah.
Catch you guys on the next.